Welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to design this simple block in a very simple steps. This block you're seeing here is by customization and it doesn't take time to design. I'm going to show you how to design it very simply in 10 steps. Now, it's not just about designing this block. I'm also going to be explaining some things that you need, how to get all of them, how to assemble them. And by the time you are done with this class, you should be able to know more things about web designing and how to design. So it's not just about designing this website. I'm teaching you almost everything that you need to know. Kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video. All right, now tell me in the comment section, coach, thank you for giving us this for free. You know, I used to say that. All right, so we're going to be using 10 steps. Number one is what is hosting, how to buy it, and types of the website. Is that okay? Now we are using Hostinger. I'll be using Hostinger for this. Now, what is a host? Before you design any website, you need to buy the website. For example, we have .com, expresstechacademy.tech, legit.ng, google.com. All this .com is what we call a website. So before you design a website, first you need to buy it. So for example, I want to buy dennis.com. I'll go and buy Dennis as the name, then with the url.com. Is that okay? Now, if you buy the website, there's a database that you need to host the website before you can actually start designing the website. Is that okay? So it's just like you buying a house or a plot of land in an estate. The estate is the one that takes over everything. All you have to do is pay some charges every year. So there's someone that must host that house for you, and that is why what we call a host. So you buy the website from the host, and it's the host that sell it. So we have Hostinger, we have DreamHost, we have GreenGeeks, we have HostPapa, and we have a whole lot of them. But in this video, I'm going to be using Hostinger, and I'm going to be putting the link in the video description. Without hosting and without a URL, a website, there is nothing like building a website. So you need to buy all these things first. So the first thing you need to do when you're designing a website is first go to Hostinger. Please take the link on the video description, and if you click it, it will bring you exactly here. If you bring it here, it will apply some code, one of my codes, and then instead of buying it from $11.99, you can buy it at $2.39. That's the reason why you need to click on the link in the video description. Now we come here, you can see that we have $2.339 per year, and then this one is $303, and then this one is so for premium you can host 3 websites. Remember I said the hosting is like a real estate where it hosts other houses, so you can host up to 3 websites. Let's say I want to buy Dennis again, expresstech.com, another website, you can still host them here if you buy this premium plan. This unlimited plan, you can host up to 50 websites, unlimited website more than this one as well. So you can decide to start with this, click on it, then you can put your email and all that. I won't pass through how to do that, but it's very simple. Click on it, buy it. You can buy for 1 month so that you can be using to do this practice. Is that okay? It's very simple because it's very important you practice it. Is that okay? After you have buy the hosting comes automatically with 1 website, so you don't need to buy another website again. You buy the host and it bring 1 website. Then after a year, you now keep renewing it. So if you buy it, you now brings you to this interface. Once you buy it, to bring you to this interface. Now we are going to move to the very first step while we are designing. Remember I said 10 steps. I've explained 1, but let's just start for the normal steps in designing website. Now the very first step is, now of course I've explained Hostinger and everything. The number second step is now to design the website. To design the website, the first thing you need to do is install a WordPress. Now let me explain something here. There are up to 5 stages, or 5 ways rather, you can design a website. Number 1, you can design a website by customization. Number 2, you can design a website by Elementor. Number 3, you can design a website with AI. AI can design a full website, which we call vibe coding. Then number 4, you can design a website with coding. That's web development, when you use coding to do everything: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And then the number 5, you can design a website with templates. For this particular class, we're going to be using design a website with customization, and it's going to be very simple. For customization and for Elementor, you need WordPress. It's compulsory. Is that okay? So the first step here we are doing is we install a WordPress. Please, if you want me to create video for other ones, tell me in the comment section. I will do that. But customization is what I use in designing this website here, and it's exactly what we are going to be using for this class. Is that okay? Now, if you want to install a WordPress, if you come here, you see that all the websites you buy in that your hosting will appear. You can see that I have my own here. Is that okay? Now you can see that for this one we install the WordPress here, and you can see that WP WordPress admin is already here, and it's an icon here. This one is an icon here. This one does not have WP admin. That's no WordPress is in it. This one, no WordPress is in it. And I said that for you to design a website, the very first thing you must do is what? Install the WordPress. To install the WordPress, you can come to website, and then under website you can now see all your websites that are here. So for you to do that, you can click on dashboard under the one that you want. I want it under this one. Click on dashboard, and then let's allow it to open, and then we install our WordPress. So it has opened for us, and you can see everything that is here. The next thing for us to do is click on WordPress, and then once you click on WordPress, you have to choose the website that you want to input the WordPress. So we'll click on here, and then we'll have to choose practice. This is the website. So if I choose on practice, and you can see that we have install WordPress. So I will now click on install WordPress, and then if you have a WordPress on it already, it will not be here. That's why you need to follow this. And so what is the site title? Now let's come to this website. If you check here, we have Express Tech. That is the site title. Is that okay? So let me say I want to put it that I don't know why. Let me remove this so that it will not be distracting me. So I'll come here and I'll put Express Tech. Is that okay? Just trying to put exactly what I want it to appear there. Then this is the administration email. This is the email I use in registering the hosting. That's why it appears here. You can change it. Is that okay? This one is the administrator's name, so I can change it to Coach Dennis. All right, so I can change it to Coach Dennis, and then the administrator password is very important, so I'll just have to name it a password. All right, and then all right, so and then I will just put it here. All right, so you have to know this password. If you don't know this password, it will be very difficult for you most times. The reason is because you can actually get access to your WordPress where you are using to design the website, rather than always coming to the dashboard, So you can log into your website through two means: through the dashboard, through the WordPress dashboard, and through the Hostinger. That's the hosting account. Is that okay? But sometimes if you're a web designer, you don't have to be going through your Hostinger or your hosting account all the time, right? So you have to know these details offhand. So that's why it's even telling us to create logins for it. So now click on next, and then I don't want to save anything, and then here just leave everything the way it is and click on install. Based on your internet network, it's going to take like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to install, but my own usually takes 1 minute because I usually have good internet network. So it will take me just 1 minute and the WordPress will be installed. That is the very first step when you're designing a website. After you buy it, install the WordPress, and then we'll now start building it. So let's allow it to install the WordPress, and then we'll now proceed to building the website. The WordPress has been installed, and you can see that it's telling us install another. It means that there's another one that is there. All we have to do is just come back to website and check if it's actually there. Is that okay? Come back to website, and then if you check here, practice is already showing that it's already showing WP admin. It means that the WordPress has been installed. Now let's go through to the WordPress and start developing it, because we are using WordPress to develop it. We are not developing it from the hosting account. It's from the WordPress we will use. So we'll click on WP admin, and it will take us to the WP admin dashboard for us to now design our website. This is going to be a very good ride. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel once again, like this video, and recommend it to anybody who wants to learn website designing. And in case you need a website, please send me a DM. We'll negotiate and I'll get you a good website for any kind of niche that you have. So let's allow the WordPress to redirect to the Hostinger to redirect us to the WordPress, and then we can start building our website. All right, so it has brought us here. It's already on in, and this is the dashboard of our WordPress. This is where everything is going to take place. Now let's move to step 3, which has to do with the overview of the WordPress. So I want to explain everything about the WordPress to you. Now you can see the showing Hostinger because we buy the website and the hosting from Hostinger. If you buy it from DreamHost, it will show there. If you buy it from Namecheap, it will show here. So it's showing DreamHost because it is here. So let's click on dashboard, and then this interface will automatically change to our dashboard. Before I even explain how what everything here is all about, please, this dashboard here is very dirty. We have not even started designing it, and our dashboard is dirty. So we want to clean it. To clean it, click on screen options, and then untick everything that we have here. Just untick everything that we have here because we don't need them, and then you can just click on home, and even this one you can remove it. You can see that the whole dashboard is now clean. Now let's go. Now under post, what is post? Post is every website has articles. Post, if you want to create them, you create them from here. Is that okay? You create all the posts from here. If I come here, you can see that we have a lot of website articles here. That is how you create them. You create them from posts. So let me click on here. You see that one post comes automatically with it. If you're a blogger and you have a blog, please, we don't need this one that comes here. All you have to do is click on it and then move it to trash. Is that okay? And then you can also go back to the trash again and delete it. It's just like when you delete permanently. It's just like when you delete something on your phone, you go to your trash, stay there for 30 days before you delete permanently. So if you delete it, follow it to trash and delete it. Why? Because it affects SEO and it affects the way Google accepts your website. Is that okay? So we are done with that, and you can add posts, add category. We'll come back to categories. The next thing is media. Under media is where if you check this website, you can see that we have a lot of images here and some videos. All right, so any picture at all you upload to your website, you'll find it here. Sometimes you can upload them here directly, and then so that when you're doing your writing your article, you can now upload them. Is that okay? So if you want to upload, you can click on upload here, click on select file, and then let's say we want to upload this particular image. I can click on it, and then you can see that the image is here. Depending on how heavy it is, it will actually take you that time. Is that okay? So it's currently uploading and it will be done. So you can now see that we now have one image on our library. This is the image. So let me click on here and you can see it here. So you can add more library from here, more files, or you can click on add here. Now the next one is pages. Now if I come to this website, is some website their pages are lined up here, all right, while some website their pages are below. Now for this particular website we are building, the pages are below. We have 4 pages here. The pages are below. What we have here is categories, and I'll show you how to do that shortly. Is that okay? Now this one you have here is like this. Is that okay? So if you want to create this kind of page, the about us page, the contact us page, this is actually where to create those pages. Is that okay? Let's click on it, and you can see that it comes automatically with one page. We don't need it. Why? Because we'll be creating our own. So let's click on trash, and then let's click on go to trash again, and then delete it permanently from here. Why? Because it will affect our SEO. Then let's come back to comment. If you want to comment, if you post an article and somebody comments on any of this article, you come to comment here, you find all of them here. For now, we won't find any of them because there's no article on it, nothing. Is that okay? Now the next thing is appearance. Under appearance is where we can find themes. Now let me say something here. For you to design a website, you need 2 things. Number 1 is theme. Number 2 is plugins. Plugins are the external functions, external things you add to your website to make it look good. While theme is the structure of your website. I will show you that shortly when we are installing a theme, don't worry. But for now, it's just the overview, so I'm explaining it. So theme is very good. It shows the structure of how the website is going to look like. Then plugins is like, let's say you want to add a WhatsApp plugin, somebody should click from the website and chat you on your WhatsApp, or maybe for the SEO and all of that plugins. We'll talk about it, right? So as we proceed. So kindly help me subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. All right, so you can click on themes, and then you can see that we have a lot of themes here. So you can see that there are a lot of themes here. Let's say I like this theme here. For example, I'll click on it, and then you can see, sorry, I was not supposed to, okay, it's preview. So you can see that this is how your website is supposed to look like. This is the shape it's supposed to take if you are using this theme. Is that okay? So let's go back, and you can see it here. Now in here, I want to mention there are 4 good themes that you need, that are not that you need, but that are very popular that people use. Number 1 is Astra. Number 2 is Divi. Number 3 is Ocean WP, and number 4 is Block. I think it's Block Square Poster. So Block Square, yes. Let's come back to, if you want to add any theme, all you have to do is just click on activate. And if you want to see more, you can click on add more, and then you can see that. So see, this is how Astra looks. If I click on preview, you can see that this is how Astra theme looks. And if we install it, this is the reason how. This is how it's trying to tell you that this is how your website is going to look. This is not how it will look for you to edit and drag, but this is how the website is supposed to take a look. But you can change colors and other things. So if you want to install, you can click on install. Let me come back, and you can see that we have a lot of them here. And Cadence is also one of the best theme to use. Is that okay? Cadence, Ocean WP, Astra, and Divi. All right. So you can just check them here and then try to use. So that is that. And for this particular class, we are going to be uploading a theme. We are not going to use any one that is here. Not that they are not good, but for this one here, we actually use an uploaded plug. What is an uploaded? The plugin I'm using is a pro plugin. We actually buy it. We buy it and we're using it. So it's a pro plugin. We can't find it. It's called Square Type. So if I click on Square Type is for bloggers. If I click on Square Type, right, click on Square Type, you see that we might not even find it, but we'll have Blog Square, which is very good. But we will not find that because that one is paid. All these ones here are free that you can use. Is that okay? So that's how we are going to upload it. So in case we needed any one, you can install it like this. Now if you install this one and at the end of the day you don't like it and you want to, let's say you want to try another one, what you do is there's no way to uninstall this one. All you have to do is install this one and the one that was there previously will disappear. Is that okay? That's how to do it. But for we will install a theme and we'll click on upload. You can see upload theme here. We will do it. So that is that for appearance. And other plugins, of course, I told you, we click on plugins, and plugins are external applications or functions that add more credibility to the website. Remember, if you're designing a website, you need two things: themes and plugins. Very, very important. And I want to teach you how to determine what every website should need, or how will I put it, what plugins should every website need. I'll teach you as we proceed. Is that okay? That's why you need to kindly help me subscribe to the channel. So we come under plugins. These plugins come automatically with the WordPress. So but we don't need it, so we have to click on it. Let's highlight all and then click on here, bulk action, click on deactivate. You deactivate them first before you delete, then you click on apply. So when we click on apply, we see click on select all again, and then click on here again, and then click on delete because we don't need them, and then click on delete. Let them just leave so that they will not affect our SEO. Is that okay? Now everything is now empty here. So now proceed. Now the next thing to do is we now come to user. I'm just trying to explain this before we start building the website. So now come to all users. Now what are all users? You see this website like this, we have 3 content writers that are actually writing this, and if you want me to show you, I can show you, but there's no need. So if you want people to manage your website for you, write articles for you, you can actually add them as users. That's why you can see you have users here. So you can see the only name that is here is Coach Dennis. That is the person I use in creating that admin WordPress dashboard. You can see that we have here, and is the sole administrator. If you want to add any other user, you can click on add new user, and then under new user you can now name it. Now, but the most important thing I want to say here is, after you have named and put all these things here, the most important thing is this thing, the role. Please, if you don't trust anybody, please don't give them administrator role, because they will actually kick you out. They can kick you out. But if you give somebody an author, editor, they can write articles, they can review comments, they can do whatever, but they can't install plugins, they can't do anything on your website without your presence. But if you give anybody administrator presence, they can kick yourself out and steal your website. That's how people steal people's website. So if you don't have absolute trust on that person, don't give the person. All right. So this is how to add users, and you can just go ahead and do that. For now, we don't want to do it. And then the next thing, which is very important, is settings. I think that is step 3, which has to do with WordPress settings. WordPress settings is actually before you even start designing your website, you need to do WordPress settings, and that's what we're about to do now. And under these WordPress settings, we are going to touch 3 things. We're going to touch general, we're going to touch reading, and we're going to touch permalinks. Under general, let's look at it. If you check here, you will see that this is it, and then the tagline. The tagline is, for example, Glow. What is the tagline for Glow? I even forgot. Rule your world. Then MTN, everywhere you go. All those things are tagline of the company. So if you put tagline, it will actually help. It will actually help in your SEO. So I recommend you put it. So for Express Tech Jobs is verified admission. No, it's not verified admission date. This one is for another website. So I think just write down anything, please. Anything you want, from innovation to transformation, is for Express Tech. All right. So you can put on a site icon. That's your logo, such that once you log in, if you check this website, you can see that it has a logo here. So this logo is what we have here. But I don't want to put it from here. There's no reason why, because I'll put it when I'm customizing the website. Is that okay? So check here. This is the URL. Everything is here. This is the administrator email. If you want to change it, you can change it from here. And then, but I don't want to change it. And let's scroll down. And then the default date, leave it the way it is. If you want to change it, why not? You can go ahead. This is the time. and then everything. Then once you are done, you can now click on save changes. Once you are done clicking on save changes, we are done with the general, and then let's go to reading. Reading is how people are going to read your website. If you check here, you see that it has 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 2, and that's 10 posts by the home page. So if you come here, you can see that we have 10 posts. If you want to increase them to 15, it's the same thing. Is that okay? That's how it's going to be. So you can click on save changes. We didn't do anything here, no need to click save changes. The next one is to click on permalinks, and upon permalinks, please ensure that it's under post name. And let me explain. If it's under plain or day and name, please change it to post name. Let me explain. Post next to https our website /sample post. If I come to our website and then let me say I open this web article here, for example, my website is already showing. Let me return it so that I explain it properly. My website is showing expresstech.com. That's my normal home page. So if I click on this article now, it will now show expresstech.com / the name of this job. Are you seeing? So that's how we want it to be, so that even if we are in, let's say, contact us page, for example, let me scroll down and contact us page, for example, it will show expresstech.com / contact us, showing us that we are not in the home page, we are in the particular page called contact us page. This is how a website is supposed to look like. So we'll come back here and then put it on post name. It will actually behave exactly the way it is, like that, and then you click on save change. That's the only thing you're doing from here. With that, we are done setting up our WordPress, and now we are now ready to begin. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel once again. Please, it helps me a lot. It helps YouTube to recommend my videos, and it helps me to actually make more videos for you. Like this video. Now let's move, and the next thing is let's now install our theme. Is that okay? We want to start designing the website. So to install a theme, we'll click here, and then I'll click on add a theme. Of course, you should know by now. Remember, I said we are not going to install anyone here, because I actually have another one that will give to you, and I'll put it in the video description in our drive so you can download it from the video description. Is that okay? So I'll click on upload a theme, and then click on choose file, and then I'll come, I think it's under Telegram, then click on this and then click on upload. Now while it's uploading, let me show you something. If I come to my file explorer, and then I will show you something. The plugin you are uploading should be in a zip format. Even the WordPress is telling you, if you have a theme in zip format, you may install or update it. If it's not in zip format, you can't install it. Let me show you how a zip format file is. If you check this, this is just normal folder, just normal folder. This is normal folder. But if I come to my Telegram and click it, let me put it on a very big view so that you see how it looks. So you can see how it looks, zip format. So whatever you're uploading to the WordPress that is for theme or maybe a plugin, it must be in a zip format. If not, it will not go. If it's just ordinary file explorer like this, it will not work. Is that okay? So we just uploaded it and we'll click on install. Now it will install. It doesn't take time, and it has already installed already, and we'll now click on activate. Now once it activates, it's showing us that the new theme has already been activated. Now let me right click on this website and open it another tab so that I can be able to see how it looks. So this is how the website is now looking. It's carrying this Express Tech because I put it from the WordPress and it's still empty, but it's carrying a new shape already because I've already uploaded a theme. Is that okay? Now let's come back, and then you can see now they say this theme recommends the following plugins. Is that okay? Now we need like 4 plugins from this theme. The theme automatically recommends 4 plugins, and we need them. To do that, you can click on begin installing plugins, and then it will open all of them. The ones I need is search WP Live adjust search, and then we need PowerKit, we need one click, we need a Kiki, and then that's all. That's the 4. Sometimes we need contact form, but for this blog post we don't need it. Is that okay? To do that, we'll click on it and then click on bulk action, click on install, so we can install all of them at once, and then we can now click on install. Now after we have installed, it's going to open, and it's going to be automatically installed. All right, now we have succeeded in uploading the theme. The next step is now to install all the plugins that we need. if you check this website here, there are a lot of plugins that the website has, and that's why I said I will teach you how to do that. But before I teach you how to do that, let's install all the plugins that we need. So I wrote all the plugins down so that we will not forget them. Is that okay? To do that, we'll come to plugins and click on install plugins, and then you can see that it's having sorry, I think we didn't create the lighting. Click on plugins and it brings us the ones we have installed is already here. All we have to do is click on add plugin, and then you can see that it's now here. Now we need Classic Editor, so I'll just click on Classic Editor. Okay, Classic Editor, and then this is the one we need. Click on install. Is that okay? Please don't, after you install it, all right, don't click on activate, because if you click on activate, it will take us away from this page. So let's install all the plugins we need, then we'll now go and activate all of them at once. Is that okay? So we have Classic Editor. The next one is Classic Widget. Sorry, Classic Widget. I think I even saw it, it's just that I forgot it. This is the Classic Widget. Click on install. Please don't activate, we'll activate them all. Is that okay? That's been activated. And then the next one is Rank. Rank is the plugin that is going to help us rank our website on Google. Is that okay? So let's click on it. This one too is good, all in one. It's very good. I've used it before, but the one we want to use for this website is Rank. Is that okay? So the next one is Lightspeed Cache. All right, Lightspeed Cache. That is to make our website fast on Google. Lightspeed. So let me just put Lightspeed, and then welcome there. Let's go, and then this is the Lightspeed Cache that we want. This particular one. Please take note of the icons. Then click on it, and then the next one we need is Sitekit by Google. That's if we want our website to appear on Google search engine. Sitekit by Google. All right, so this is the particular one we want. Click on install. And then the next one we have is inline related post. Now let me show you what inline related post is. If I click on this post now, all right, let me click on this post, and then I will scroll down. You can see something here. It's also showing also read. That's inline related post plugin that brings this. So let's install the inline related post plugin. All right, so inline related post. And this is exactly this one that we want. It will confess. All right, so we have inserted all of them, and inline related instant indexing. We want to index our website, so we can also put instant indexing. Instant indexing is to index our articles so that they will rank on Google. So let's scroll down and look for the one that is good. If you can't find the one I actually use in that website, I can't find it, but this one here, I will use it because it's good. So I'll click on instant indexing. So we have installed all of them: Classic Editor, Classic Widget, inline related post, instant indexing, Kiki is there, OneFlow. All of them are already there, and then that's all. So we can now go to install plugins, and then we'll now want to activate all of them. So here, if you check the one that show activate, it means that it has not been activated. If you show deactivate, it means that it has been activated. So let's click on the one, anyone that show activate. Click on activate, click on activate, click on activate, click on activate. Let's scroll down, and then we can now click on activate, and then click on activate again, and then I think we are done. And then we can now click on bulk action, click on activate, then click on apply, so that we can apply all of them at once. Now all the plugins are now ready. Now Rank is asking us to set up the Rank, but I don't want to actually set Rank here. I can make a short video on how to do it, but I don't want it to stress me. So I click on skip step. All right, so it's going. I'll still click on return to dashboard because I don't want to set the Rank because there's no articles in the website, so there's need doing it. All right, so now we are here, and I can now click on here and then return back to my dashboard. Now we are successfully done with this step of installing the WordPress. The next thing is install pages, is to create pages, to create posts, and to create our categories. Then we can now be able to go. So let's start with categories. The next thing is to create categories. So we can now come here, I'll create to post, and then click on categories. What are categories? Now, if you call every blog website, right? Every blog website, what if anybody is doing blogging? If we go to this particular page, this home page, this thing here is called category. So the person is posting about jobs. So there are categories of the jobs he's posting. You can see that we are posting remote jobs, international scholarships. These are categories. These are not pages. They are categories of the things we do. So if you come here, you see all the posts that we have been posting on international scholarship. they are here. Are you seeing? So if you come to the remote jobs, all the things that we have posting that will be appearing here. Is that okay? So that's how the thing. Now pages are found below here. But for a normal website, when you're designing a website, like you are designing for a real estate, you are designing for maybe a school, you are designing for logistic companies, this one you don't even customize it, you design it with Elementor. And I think I'll be making a video for that if you actually tell me in the comment section to do that. If I see a lot of DMs, if I see a lot of comments, I'll do that. But if I don't see it, I might not make the video. So tell me in the comment section, please make a video on how to create a website with Elementor, and I will do that. But for a website, for a blog, if you are using customization, all the categories will be here, and that is it. So we have all these categories here. Is that okay? So we'll be using it to create this category. So we'll come here, and the first category here is remote jobs. Is that okay? Remote jobs, right? Remote, I didn't type it correctly. All right, so remote jobs. All right, you can see remote jobs. Please leave every other thing that is here. All right, now this one here, you can't delete it. All right, but just leave it here. So remote jobs, and all they have to do is leave everything and come here and click on add category. Then let's click another category again. The next one is international scholarship. All right, international scholarships. All right, international scholarships, and then we'll come here, click on category, and then the next one is application tutorials. So let's come here and then click on here again, and then we have application tutorials, right? Then come back here again, click on enter. Don't bother about other things. Then the next thing we have is visa sponsorship. Is that okay? Visa sponsorship. Let's come back here, and then we have visa sponsorship, right? Visa sponsorship, and then we click here and click on add category. Then the last but not the least is internship, right? Internship opportunities. All right, opportunities, and then we can now come back here and click on add category. Is that okay? Now we have added all the categories, and you can see all of them are here. Is that okay? Now we are done with this. We are not doing anything again. The next thing for us to do is to now create our pages. And to create our pages, we can come to pages. Of course, you know that by now, and click on add pages. Everything will be empty. Why? Okay, it has one. I didn't show you that it has one, but we don't need this one here. So all these pages here, we don't need it. Click on here and then click on the trash. Let it move to trash. Let's follow it to trash again and delete it from there. Why? Because we don't need it, because we want to create the new one. Delete permanently, and it's going to be deleted here. Now we want to create a new page. We can click on add page, and then we can now add about us page. So to go on an about us page, we can now come we can now come to the website. Sorry, I want to actually open all these pages so that I'll be copying every detail that is there. All right, so that will not be having issues. Sorry. Oh my god, let me go back to home so that it will not give us that look. So I'll come down and then click on here. I'll open it in another tab, click on here, open it in another tab, click on here, open it in another tab. We want to just copy all the information that is there. Is that okay? But I will show you how to create them. Is that okay? So here we have the about us page. We can now click on here and then copy it. Once we copy it, you can now come back to the page. We have typed the about us here, and then here we just have to paste the content, and then you just have to scroll down and everything is okay. Just leave this SEO for now. Is that okay? Leave the SEO for now. And here you can now see set feature image. We don't want any feature image because it doesn't have. So if you scroll down by your right hand, you can see we have publish. You can click on publish this page. Now the next thing to do is to create another page. So we click on add page, click on add page, and then we are done with the about us. Let me delete it, and then this one is the contact us page. So I'll just highlight everything here, and then immediately I'm done with this, I'm going to show you how to generate it yourself instead of copying and paste. I'm just copying and paste so that no waste us time. Is that okay? So this one is contact us, and then here is the details. I'll post them and then click on publish. Okay, so then we are done with this, and then the next page is the privacy policy page, and then you can see when it was last updated. You can just click on it and then click on here, copy it, then come back to our page and then click on add page again, and then click on privacy. Just type privacy policy. All right, privacy policy page. So come here and then click on enter. And then of course we are not doing anything serious. Just click on publish. I'll teach you other things as we proceed. So let me close it again. And the last page is called terms and conditions. So let me highlight everything again, and then sorry, I didn't highlight correctly. So let me highlight here and then copy, come back here, then click on add page, and then I will now type terms and conditions. Sorry, I don't know what is happening. Terms and conditions. All right, so come here and then you can now click on paste. Then come up here and click on publish. Now we are done creating all the pages, and if I return back to all pages, click on all pages by the side here, you can see that we now have all the pages created. Now let me explain something. These pages I just used are compulsory if you are doing blogging. For Google to accept your website, you must create all these pages. Is that okay? That's why I'm putting them. Now let me explain it from this angle. If you are creating a website for another brand and you need more pages, you keep adding the pages. Is that okay? It's not that you must use exactly what I just did here. I'm just using it because we are trying to replicate this website. Is that okay? But these 4 pages are compulsory for any website, and for a normal website like maybe a real estate, all those pages were supposed to appear here. You of course you have been opening website, you see them, you appear here. It's just that this one is a block, and for it to be structured properly, this category that's supposed to be here for a block. Is that okay? If not, all these pages I'm creating are supposed to be lined here. Are we clear? Now that is that. For this we have created the page. Now the content of the page, the content that I'm just copying, you might not copy the exact thing because this is Express Tech information. So what you can do is go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, please generate me an about us page for my website. Then you give him your email, give him the name of your website and everything about your website, and it's going to generate it for you. Then you can also tell it to generate the contact us page and give him all the information. So when it brings out the information, copy it, just edit it, put your number, put everything that is needed, and then you have to ChatGPT can do everything for you. Just have to know how to prompt. Is that okay? So with that, we are done with this page, and then we are now going to the second phase of the website, which has to do with generating posts. Now for this kind of website, for you to create this kind of website, you need to create at least 6 posts. Is that okay? 6 or 7 posts, because this is customization. We are not building anything from scratch, and it's the front page here is showing articles alone. So if you don't have articles, how will you couple this website? So to couple it and customize it, you need at least 6 or 7 articles before you can customize it. And for that, I want to open some of these articles and use them. I'm not going to use anything new, but you can still go to ChatGPT to generate these articles. Is that okay? So I'll open like 4 or 5 articles, and let me just open 2 for now. And you can see this one is caregiver, and let's say all I have to do is right click, and then I'll save the image. All right, I'll save the image, and then I'll just click on save image, and then let me come back to my website before we proceed. Let me come back here and I'll click on post. Once we are able to create these 6 articles or 7 articles, we can start customizing this website, and it will be very simple for us. Is that okay? Now let's proceed. Now here under post, we can now click on add post, and then you can now see what is the title of the post. So this is the post I'm using. So you can just don't copy from here. Please generate your own title. Is that okay? Generate your own title. Tell ChatGPT to generate an article based on something. I'm just trying to create a post. You should understand by now. So I'll just put the title here, and then here I want to copy the contents of the article. Copy the content of the article, and for the purpose of this class, let me not copy too much. Let me just copy anything, just anything. Come here, and then I'll have to paste it here. So if I paste it here, you can see that it has copied a lot of information, even copy with the images and everything. That's how to do. But don't do this for your website though. If you copy everything like this and you want to you will fail. Google will take down your website because you are copying and pasting. It's somebody's work. But I'm just doing this because this is practice. Immediately after this video, I'm even disabling the whole thing. So you can see it here. So once everything is here, and you can now see it here. Now please scroll down. There's something that is very important. Scroll down and you see what we call feature image. What is feature image? Feature image is the image that appears first. Like you can see here, this image appears before you now go inside the article. So this image here is called the feature image, and you must upload it separate. Is Is that okay? Even though you will put an article here, it does not mean that you put an image here, it does not mean that this image will show as a feature image. It will not show. Is that okay? You need to put it. So to put it, we can now scroll down and you can see feature image. Click on feature image and then click on select files, and then you can now come to our download, and you can see that I saved this image here already. I don't know why it did not save. It did not save, but let me just use any image because I don't have that time. Let me just use any image. So the image is here, it has uploaded, and then you can now click on set feature image. And if you click on set feature image, we are done, and you can now click on publish articles. Is that okay? Now we have published this one article and we now have one blog post. So remember, we are posting 6. So we click on another one. I will add the second one and then I'll pause the video, add another other ones, and we return. But this second one, I want to teach you something. So let me delete this and then come here, and then this is the one, this is the second article I want to use. I'll click here, there's copy. Let me save this image. I don't know why it did not save. Click on here, click on the save, then click on save. All right, so let me come back here and then paste the title of my article, then come back here, copy some damning sentences. This article is not even that much, so you can just right click, copy, come here and then click on here and then paste it. Now let me explain something here. Now I'm copying and pasting, and it's bringing in the direct images. What if you want to actually add this kind of image to your article? Is that okay? To add it, let's say you want to add it here, all you have to do is ensure that the cursor is exactly where you want the image to be. Then you can now click on add media, and then you can now, if the image is here, you can upload it. If the image is not here, you can click on upload, click on select file, and then click anywhere the image is, and then click on it, and then click on open. So it's going to open and it's here, and then you can now click on insert image to that place. So the image has been here. All you have to do is click on it, then hold it by this side and then drag it so that it can be very big. Don't worry, it's a very clear image to show. It's here. Don't worry how you are seeing it here. Is that okay? So it's here. If you want to add it to another place again, it's the same thing. Ensure that the cursor is there before you now click on add image, and that is it. Again, we want to add our feature image, click on it, click on, we want this one, then click on it. If you want to upload it, fine, can upload it. All right, one more thing I want to teach you with this article is that, let's say you can schedule a post. When I used to teach social media management, I used to tell you, you can schedule a post, whether you're online tomorrow or not, the post will go online. So it's the same thing with posts. You want to schedule a post to publish around 12 o'clock tomorrow, whether you're online or not, you can schedule it. How do you do that? This is your post, right? You can come here and you can see that we have publish. We have immediately. Click on edit and you can see that we have the time here. So you can click on the time and set it. But for now, we don't want to set anything. We just want it to go live because we want to use it to couple our website. So you can click on publish, or if you like, click on publish. Now, if you check all these things, right? If you check all these articles, you will see that there are some places where it can be bold, there are some places where they are not bold, right? How do you do that? You have to highlight. Let's say you want to bold this one, you have to highlight and then click on bold, and you can see that the whole of these things have been bold, right? So if you want this thing to be in the center, you can just highlight everything and put it on the center. You can see it, put it this side, you can put it this side, and all of that. Now let me return this back. Now you can see that this first thing here, there is a link attached here. So it means that if you click it, it will take you to the website of this thing. Let me click on here, and you can see that we have this website. So they are trying to link. This is what we call internal linking. Is that okay? So I'll open it, open the website, and you can see that it was linked to one of my keyword, and it's another website. So if you want to do this kind of linking, ensure that you copy the URL complete. Ensure that you copy the URL complete. Then come here, any keyword at all that you want to do that link. Let's say you want to do customer service, you want to link it, highlight it, and then come to link. This is link here, and then paste the link inside and click on apply. If you click on apply, everything is going to turn to blue with an underline showing you that there's a link attached here. And if anybody is going through your website, clicks here, to take the person directly to this guy's website. Is that okay? All right. So with that, I think we are done creating the post and everything is ready. I'll show you how to do optimization for rank mark at the end of this class. So for now we are done, and I think that everything is moving smoothly. All right, so if you do anything here, once you have published, if you do anything here, please ensure that you update it. If not, the changes will not be affected. Is that okay? So you have to keep doing it. So I want to add 4 more posts, but of course you already know how to do this, and for this video not to be too long, I'll pause it, add like 4 articles, and I'll be back to continue with the video. I've added all the articles, and all we need to do is now come to our post, click on add all posts, and we can now see that we have almost 6 articles here. So we now have 1 2 3 4 5 6, so we have 6 articles. You can add more, all right, can add more, but we just need something that we can use to customize. Now we are now going to the next step, which is now customizing the article. Now to customize the article, we now come to appearance. Another appearance, you can now click on customize. Click on customize, and another customize is going to open the article for us. Remember, we are trying to build this website here. Don't worry, you will see how everything is going to unfold now. Now this is where the redesigning now starts. All right, so from here you can see that the square type is square type, and then we will follow all these processes, but I will do them in a way that they will not be too time consuming. Of course, if you come to this our website and then refresh it, you should be able to see that we have articles in the website, all the articles, but they are not arranged properly, and that is why customization comes in place. In fact, the fact that the articles are appearing here is because of the square type theme that we use. Is that okay? So it's already appearing, the website is already taking shape, but we need to customize it properly. To do that, we can now come to customization. Of course, this is here. We'll do the changes from here, and you see how it appears here, just like that. Is that okay? All right, so to do that, what we need to do is can now click on theme demos, and under the theme demos you can see we have square type, we have styles, we have all this one. Is that okay? Just check any one that you like, but for this class we use activate. So you can just click on activate. Let's just activate the first one and see how it looks. If it does not take a good shape for us, then we'll now choose another one. You can see this, it has taken a good shape for us because this one is exactly the one that we use here. Is that okay? So let's say we don't like it and want to activate another one. So let's say let me try this one and click on activate, and you see, depending on the type, how the website is looking, if you like it, you can go with it and all of that. You can see this one, it looks like this. Are you seeing? So I like this one actually, but we're not going to use it. Why? Because I'm trying to achieve this. See this one with a box here, and not necessarily what we have here. Is that okay? So come here and let me change it back, and we put it on square type. Is that okay? So with this, we are done with the first step, which is the theme demos. Now let's go to site identity. So you can click on site identity. Another site identity we see here, we now have to put this logo that you are seeing here. Is that okay? So you can put the logo under main logo, you can click on it. I don't know if I even have that logo on this laptop, but let me see. Let me check. If we don't have it, I should be able to have one. I don't have it in this laptop honestly, but I will just select any one that I want to use. Is that okay? So I can just select this and see if it will take a shape. If it doesn't take a shape, it means that we are going to skip it. All right, so it's currently uploading. Let's give it some time. That's uploaded. I'll click on upload. You can see it here. In the future, if it doesn't take a good shape, I'm going to actually remove it. Is that okay? So you can just try to upload all these things. Like for the footer, if you want the logo to appear in the footer as well, you can see footer logo here. See here, you can just upload it. For now, we don't want it because this website does not have a logo at the footer. Let me see. It doesn't have any logo at the footer. So let's just leave it like that, and then let's go back. Now we are done with the site identity as well, and we now come to design. So let's come under design. Under design, we are now going to select some color templates. Now let's begin to play around this and see what will favor us. If I click on activate here, you will see that some changes. I don't want to activate it. It will pick these pictures to use in the whole of the website. That is green, white, I think this white, black, and all of this color, but we don't want to use it for now. Let's click on dark mode. Under dark mode, you can enable dark mode. All right, you can see that the website is going to change to dark. All right, but for this one, we don't want it because our website is on light, so we just leave it at this light mode and leave it like this. Then the next one is light scheme, and then let's click on light scheme. And then here under primary color, you can choose it, and you can choose any color at all that you want. So let me say I choose this color, and I'll just choose this color here. If I change this color, you can see that this this icon here has changed to this color. Let me put it on red so that you see. You can see that this color has changed. So depending on any color that you choose here, you see. But for now, I think I can put it on blue. But we are not trying to achieve exactly the color palette there, but let's just put it as something related to that. All right, so that's the primary color, and the light color can be, let me say I use this kind of color, but I actually want something that will come out very good. So let me use that one. And then the overlay color is, let's say if you bring your icon here, what color should appear? That's the overlay color. I just want to leave it like that. Is that okay? Then header background, so you can click on it, and then we need a header background, because if you check here, you can see that we have a header background here. So we need to put it, and let's put it here, and then put it on the dark. You can see that it has appeared there for us. All right, so it has appeared there for us, and then we now have it there. So let's leave it at that. And then the navigation bar background, you can choose any color that you want, so you can just put it like this. But if you check this website here, is the same color that I use. All right, it's the same color. I use this one for white, and I use this one for here. But we must not follow everything that is here, right? Because we are trying to explore, so you must not follow everything. So let's just explore, and just, so that I would choose red. Just leave it like that. You can choose anything, right? So sub menu, you can choose it, and let's say you want to choose yellow, but please use colors that actually align with whatever you are building. Is that okay? So for now, let me just choose header background. I can choose black. All right, so leave it like this, and then here we are done with this. So we can now click on this one again, and then the primary color, you have to set the dark scheme and all of this scheme. The borders radius, you can set them up, but we don't want to set anything up here. Our primary focus is on this light scheme, because the scheme is light here. If it is a dark one that we choose, we will also configure it like that. But let's leave it like this, leave it like this, and then we are done with this. So let's click on here, and then you can see here. Now, all these changes are already happening to our website. Until you click on publish, they will not go live. Now, if I come here, for example, and refreshed it, you see that nothing has actually go on here, because I've not published. If I come here and click on publish, and then come here and refresh it again, this is our website, I can see that it's already taking the shape of our website. All right, so we can now come here again. We are finished design. We are now having typography. So typography is where we now have to put this font. Now we can choose font type, font color, we can choose font size, and all of that. So the size, I think the color that I want you to use is Latif. I don't know, let me see if I can just see Latif. There's a particular font type that I used to use. It's called Latif. Let me use Latif and see. All right, so this Latif, let me use Latif. Then leave it on regular, then leave this one here, leave everything like this, then scroll down under the font family, you choose Latif. Is that okay? Latif. Of course, you know what you're supposed to do already, so I don't want to actually follow everything, but just be following post content Latif, change it to font family Latif, or anyone. We have Latif, we have how they used to call this, so there are a lot of fonts that are good for online something. So you can choose it, choose regular. Let's scroll down. Let me repeat it, scroll down, Latif, font family regular, and then I'll leave everything the way it is, like this. Text transform capitalized, please. Text transform should be capitalized. Then come down, and then the font family Latif regular, everything here is okay. And then let's go back to click publish, and then go back, and then under logos is where you can put your logo, reduce the size of your logo, and all of these things. Then under the logo, you can also choose this and put Latif, or sorry, it's not Latif. The font type I actually use is called sans serif. Is that okay? Sans serif. Use one's font size all over. Is that okay? So I've used Latif from the other side, but let's just leave it so that it will not cause us problems. So you can use this one as sans serif. It's sans serif I actually use in the other side, not Latif. But Latif is also looking good. All right. So just click it. We have done everything here. I click on publish. Now go back again, and then the headings, all these headings, you can also do something to it. Is that okay? So here you can do what is the heading color. You can choose it and put it on yellow. blue, and you can see that everything will change to blue. Don't worry, the changes are going to be made, but I don't want it to change to blue. I want it to be black, so let's leave it at black and leave it here. So section title bar, dark color, you can change it for any color that you want. Is that okay? All right, you can change it to any color that you want. You can also remove it from here to any color that you want. That's just to ensure that you get the right color. Is that okay? Now we are done with this. Click on publish. Let's go back again. We are done with this typography. So let's go back again, and then we are done with typography. Now header settings. Let's come to header, and then if I put it on under compact, look at the way the website is going to look like. Are you seeing? But let me put it at large because the website is under large. So I can put it on full width if you want to put it on full width, and I recommend that you put it on full width. All right, so the posts are going to come from left. Let me leave it at left. The display shadow on sub menus, leave it at that. Display, you can untick it if you want, but I'm leaving it at that. Make navigation bar sticky. That is, if you are scrolling down, the navigation bar should still be here. That's what it means by sticky. So let's leave it at that. And then the color, you can put it on bold. Let's leave it at light. Then the maximum number of social links. Social links are, there is a place where they will tell us to add our social media platforms. Is that okay? So you can leave it at 3 or you can remove it. For now, I want to remove it because I don't want our social media platforms to be there. So I can remove it. And if you remove it, you can put, if it's not allowing, you can put hash. That can put hash there, or just leave it at blank. Display on social counts. No, let's remove it. Then social button label. This one here, this button here, we don't have it on this website. Are you saying? So we don't have it. So we want to remove it. So can click on here and highlight everything and delete it. You can see that it has been deleted. Then button link, there's no button link as well. But assuming we have a social link here, all right, you can just let me Ctrl Z. The button is back. I can put a link here to my email that was somebody click here, it goes direct to the email, and this is where you need to put it. But again, like I said, we don't need it. So let's come back. We are done with everything here, and I click on publish. Is that okay? Now let's go back again, click on here, and then we are done with header settings and its footer settings. This is header, and then the footer is below here. So let's come to footer and then click on general, and then you can see Express Tech, designed and developed by Code Supply Co. This is what you can see here. So what I want to do is I want to delete all of this, and I say designed by Coach Dennis. All right, Coach Dennis. All right, done by Coach Dennis. And if you check here, you can see designed and developed by Coach Dennis. It's already here. The Instagram handle, we don't want any Instagram handle, so delete it. And then you can now come here, subscription form. We did not put any subscription form, so we are just removing everything here. We don't need it. Is that okay? Now the title, subscribe to our newsletter, we do not want it, so we remove it. Then here we put sans serif. Let's scroll down again. Text, get notified to best. We don't want this text here. Remove it because we don't want to send anybody any mail. But if you want to send anybody a mail, why not? You can go ahead and do that. So I now click on publish. We are done with the footer as well. Now let's go back, and then we are now come to home page. Now this is where it's very important, the hero page. The hero page is here. We need to set this. If you check this, you see that it's not arranged properly. See the way this one looks. This one is inside and this one is already here. So we need to rearrange it, and it's under home page. So you click on settings, and then what we need to do is display hero page. Yes. The home page. Yes. Then click on general, and then put it on full width. Let's see. If you put it on full width, you can see that it has already rearranged for us. Is that okay? Once that is here, you can display preview image, but we don't want preview image because it will preview the second image of this. Meanwhile, the image is already on the full background. Is that okay? So we don't want it to display. You can put it on small to see how the website looks. This you want. I like putting it on small or medium. So let's leave it on small, and then let's scroll down, and you can see here we are under the hero page, which is this page here. This one here is the hero page. So let's scroll down, and what do we want to be here? We don't want category, but you can see that we have category here. All right. We don't want the author by Coach Dennis, remove. We don't want the dates. We don't want the shares. We don't want the views as well. We only want the name and this. This is exactly what we have here. I don't know if you understand. All right, so let's come back, and that is that we only choose read more button, which is this one. Even if we don't want this button, we can remove it by unticking here. But we want the button. That okay, you can see it has disappeared. We want the button, so let's put the button back by clicking it here. I think under this you can put the author. Some people used to put the author, right, by Coach Dennis, but me, I don't want it. So it's looking somehow to me. So let's remove it, and let's come back and filter by categories, all these things. The post will come by date, not by the number of views. Is that okay? So let's say this post performed well, better than this one. So this one will be the one that will come here. But we don't want it like that. We want to come by new articles. So it should come by date. So exclude hero post from the main. So if you exclude this hero post from the main, it means that we have excluded it. But if I don't exclude, let me untick it. You see that this hero post will be the one to appear here. But it's already here. There's no need appearing here. So let's take it and say exclude it. Is that okay? All right. So with that, we are done with this first part, and let's click on background. Under background, you can choose post preview image, post category image, but we want it at post preview image. Is that okay? You can put it on this one here. You can see how it looks, but I don't want it at this one, please. I want it to look like the post preview image, just the way it's looking. So we can come down here, and all the activity is there. Font color, you can detect automatically, or you can put it at light. And then all these colors here, you can just try to search them, but we don't want to set up anything here. Click on publish. Now let's go back. We are gradually getting close to the end. Please kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video. Is that okay? All right, so let's come to the static font page. So what you want is this latest post, not the static image. Let's click on this so that you see what I'm talking about. You can see that the static page is showing everything that we have here. You can bring in their contact us page, but this is not what we want. Just leave it. We don't want to bring a particular post that will be page that will be static. No, we want you to be on the latest post, because this what we are achieving here is what looks exactly here. Is that okay? So let's come back here and then click on publish. Then let's go back and then go back again, because we are done with home pages. We'll soon be done, don't worry. So let's go back to the archive settings. Everything here is looking almost okay, but all I want you to do is just untick this, then untick this and put the reading time. Then for these ones is okay. I think the grid layout is okay, but you can put it on full post layout. Is that okay? And let's see how it looks. Let's put it on full page layout, and then scroll down, right sidebar. This right sidebar is here. Everything is okay, so just leave it like this and click on publish. Now let's go back, and then the category settings. This is very important. We want to now bring in that thing. So we can now click on category pages, and then you can now see here display subcategory filter. We can delete it, and you can see that it will be deleted from here, but we don't want it. Let's just return it back the way it is and click on publish, then return it back. Now under post settings, we come back here, and you can see all the posts. If you want the post to be showing all these things, you can want the post to show category, you want the post to show the date, you want the should show all these things, but we want it to show the date. We don't want it to show the category. We don't want it to show the shares. We don't want it to show the views as well. All right, so this is the only information that it will show. So it will show only this information. So let's scroll down, and post author name, let's leave it at that. Remember again that we deleted this subscribe to our newsletter, so we don't want it. So let's delete it, and then notify again. Let's delete it. We don't want it. Display tags, no. Display excerpt, yet excerpt is this thing that is showing the small display that shows before you go to the website, is what we have here. Is that okay? I don't know why the thing returns small like that. Let me return it and see. Okay, then just please display the tag so that to show it completely. And then display comments without the view, no. Related post layouts in grid. This related post layout, if I put it on grid, see how it will look. All right, it's supposed to look as grid, but let's not put it as grid. Let's put it as a list, listing the articles like this for us. All right, so maximum number of related posts, that is this kind of post. This related post should be like how many? Is that okay? So sometimes I have to put it at 10. All right, related posts as 10. This is a block, so you need to understand that you need views. So other posts by date. All right, and then we have it there. So all these ones here, leave it the way it is. We are done with everything here, and we can now click on publish. That's under the post. So let's go back and then continue page settings. Come to page settings, and everything here is looking good. Display excerpt, yes. Display comments, no. Let's back page title. Let's leave it the way it is like this and go back. Then under miscellaneous settings, you can see that you can have some things here. So let's enter your search topic. So enter your search topic, like all these things here. If you enter something here, you can be able to search for it, the search platform order. Then the read more is this folder here. We have read more here. You can change it to another thing, but we like it like that. Let's leave it like that. So sticky sidebar, let's leave it like that. Everything here is okay, but we are not doing anything here. Let's leave it, and then click on menus. Now this is where the main work is, these menus that you have here. So we want to display these menus. To display it, we click on that menus, and to come here and want to create menus. Pay attention, we are going to create two things here. So I want to click on create menu, and under here I'm going to name it main menu, or anything you want to name it. Name menu, and put it on mobile, and then put it on primary and mobile. Is because we want this one, first one, primary and mobile. Then click on next, and then please don't add the footer, please. Primary and media, and they'll come here. Now under here we can see that your Zig has this thing here. We will now have to add the items to this menu. To add the items to the menu, you can now click on items, and then you can now see that we have all these things here. Now if we want to add our pages to it, we can now be dragging these pages, but we don't want the pages, we actually want the categories. So we can now click on categories, and then you can now click on remote. All right, you can now click on this, click on this, click on this. I don't know about this one, came automatically, so I don't need it. I only created these 4 here, so this is the 4 that I need. So if you want to rearrange them and say let's say this one should be first, you can rearrange it like that. Then this one should be second, something like that. Then let me come back here. All right, so immediately I'm doing that, you can see that it's already taking shape here. You can see that it's already appearing here. So let me show you something. Imagine sometimes you used to go to a website and see that there is a category or a page under another page. This is how it's being done. If you come here and you see this, let's say we want this category to be under this category, all I can do is I can just hold it and drag it to the right hand side a little, and you can see what happens. Let me publish it, and then you can see it here. Now under this, if I come here and click, you can see that we now have remote. Why? Because remote is under it. And if I come here again, remove it as this side, publish, you can now see that we now have 2 jobs under here. Is that okay? So that's what we are trying to achieve, but we don't want it. We want it to actually appear the way it is. So let's return it back. All right, so we are not done. I will now click on publish, and then the next thing to do is we actually done with this particular menu. Is that okay? So the next thing is to go back and want to create another menu, and the menu we are now creating for is for the what happened. Okay, the menu we are creating for is for the, remember, see this website here. Let me show you something. This website, if you check here, you can see that we have these pages here. They are in the footer. Is that okay? So we now have to create that footer. So create another one, and then we'll call this one footer menu, and then you can now put it on primary, and then leave the mobile and put it on footer. What we are trying to achieve is that if you are viewing the website from a phone, you can't see the footer from that, something like that. If you want to see all of them, why not? You can click all of them. But okay, anyway, let me click all of them and click on here, and then here we have to add a title, and then you can, of course, you can see here we want to add. So to add it, on the footer is pages. So come down to pages, and then you can now choose the pages like this. Now this home page is supposed to be under the category, not this one. So we have selected all this page, and I publish it. If I publish it, you can see that we have seen it has appeared here. Now let's go back to our main menu and add a home page. Look at this, we have home page here, and it's not added here. So let's add it. Let's go back. Let's go back again. Oh my goodness, let's come back, please. We have 2 menu here, which is this one and this one. So let me click on the main menu and click on add items, and I'll click on home. So under the home, I will now drag it to the top. Let me drag this one here, sorry, like here, and then click on publish. It should be able to show us the home here. I don't know why it's not showing, but it should be able to give us home here. So let me see. It should be able to show us the home, practice.com. Everything is okay here. I don't know why it's not showing, but it should be able to show. But let's keep going. It will be able to show, but ensure that you add the home page to it. Is that okay? Let's click on here. The home page is here. I'm trying to see why it's not adding, but it should be able to add. But let me see if I can add another icon. Go to categories, and there's no there's no, okay, I didn't even add more. I didn't even add all the pages. I've added all the pages. Now they should be able to appear. All right, so everything here is now okay. All right, so now click on publish, and here I can just come here. Sorry, this is the website that we're trying to build. Let me refresh it and see how it's looking. It's looking, contact us, everything is here, but I'm not seeing the home page. But let's go back. I think we'll return back to it and find out why the home page is not there, because I don't know why. But let me come back and continue with what we are doing. So we are done with the menus. We'll return back to it shortly. Then under the widget, you can click widget. Is all these sidebars that you're seeing here. Is that okay? Sometimes you might not see them here. It's from this here place here that you do all the setup. Is that okay? So from here, you can just put a default sidebar, and you can click on block, and you can see all these things here. You can remove all these search. This search one is the one they have here. You can remove all of them, or you can add another search bar. Is that okay? If you want to remove them, you can click on it and remove. Can click on it and remove. Can click on it and remove. So you can see that the whole page is now empty, right? So we'll now have to add our own new ones here. So to do that, you can click on add widget, and then you can now see that we have recent posts. I think it's recent posts that we have. Then click on recent post. Please choose this recent post. This, I think, is recent post. Okay, recent post, and then you can now see here, type whatever you want. Recent post. Okay, you can see there's appearing here. How many posts do we want to appear? We want it to be 10. And then display post date. You can put display post date, but I don't want. But I can now click on done. Now the next bar is search. So I'll click on this, and then the search. Please choose this one. That's why we put that plugin. Choose this one, not this one. This one, when you are typing something, this, the thing will be suggesting the name for you up. But this one is like Google. You have to type it completely before you now click on enter. So let's use this one, and then you can just put search default. Leave it the way it is. If you want to configure it, why not? But I want to leave it the way it is and put it here. Now you can see that the search bar is below it. If I come to this website, the search bar is also below. Okay, the search bar is below it. But if you want it to be on top here, you can also make it by holding it and dragging it up. You can see that the search bar is now on top of it. All right, so let me click on here. Okay, so we are done. All right, so with that, we are done. This website is taking shape. Click on publish, and then let's click on go back. You can add as many widgets as possible. But let's see, the only widget we have, okay, we still have categories, right? So let me add categories. So sidebar, categories. I will now have categories. So to put categories, you can put feature categories, or you can choose anyone that you want. So I will just put categories that will bring a drop down. So under the categories, you can say display as drop down. So we want to display it as drop down. Or if you display as drop down, if you click here, it will now show you all the drop down. But we don't want it as drop down. We want it as post count, because that is what this one here is. This one here is showing all the categories and the number of articles. This one here is under block. That's why we have block, one block, and we have 6 articles. So with this, we are done. I can now click on publish, all right, and then go back. So on off canvas, we don't need anything for off canvas here. You can even delete it if you want. So let me delete it. So click on delete it, and then click on publish. All right, so with that, I think we are done. And then let's go back, and then go back again, and then you can see additional content and additional CSS. Under this additional CSS is where let's say you have a particular code that you want to add to this website to make it look good. You can generate it from ChatGPT and say, okay, I want this particular part of the website to have this color. And in case you can't find the color from here, you can just paste the code here, and everything will just be publish it, and everything will be affected here. Is that okay? All right, so we are done with this website, but the only problem I'm having with this website is that it does not have the home page, and I do not know why. So let's just troubleshoot it, and that will be all for today. So let's go back to page setting. I think no menus, and then under this thing we have this here. Who open link in a new tab? Not open a new tab. Should open in the main website. So let's see. So it does have it here. Let me remove it. All right, and publish, and I will still add it again. So let me come to the website, refresh it, and then let's try to test it first. Let's click on this, and let's say this, if this search bar is actually working, we can search for virtual. Let me check for one of the articles here and see if it will work. So virtual. Okay, so the search bar is working. So let me click on the contact us. It's working. Let me click on this. It's working. Let me click on this. It's working. Now the reason why the text are too small is because of the typography. We did not actually do a good job at the typography, so we can go back and set up the typography, but the video is becoming too long, and since you already know what to do, I won't actually go there. I want to concentrate on ensuring that it has the home page. Is that okay? So with this, let me see what I can do. Something here. I'll just remove this and then click on it, click on enter. So it has already given us the full website. All right, but I still want it to show the home page, right? So let's come back and then let me see something. Let me see. It's showing mobile. Let me remove it from mobile and click on publish, and then let me go back and then click on this and let me see what. Okay, the reason why is because it did not put all these things here. So let me click on it. Okay, so let me click on mobile. All right, so it should be able to show us that home page. I don't know why it's not showing us the home page, but okay, we remove it. We have not added it. So let me publish it first and then click on add widget and then click on pages, click on add pages. Okay, so let me click on publish and then we can now see that we have the home page here. All right, good. The home page is here, but it's not in the right position. So let's hold it from here and drag it back to the top. We need it to be at the top. All right, so to be at the top so that to be able to affect here. It's not yet in the position I want it to be. Come here. Okay, sorry. It's giving me headache. All right, so don't worry, it will come down. Okay, so here we have it, and then I can now publish it. Right, so now we have our content. If I click on home, and it should now bring me to this home here. So I can just try to change some things. Of course, you can see that our website is ready, and if I come here and refresh it, it should be able to show me everything that we have here. So I see we now have our good website, and the last but not the least is to make this website responsive so that it can be able to be on phone. So let's look at how it will be on phone, and this is how it will be on this is how it will be on tablet. All right, this is how it will be on tablet. It's looking good on tablet. Let's click on phone. This side to be on phone. But one thing I want you to understand with this website is that it actually looks better when you are actually checking with the real phone than when you are checking with the phone that is here. Is that okay? So just try to check it with your phone and see how everything looks. But everything is not looking well. You can customize everything from here as well. So with this, we have come to the end of this class. And I think the other one I wanted to do is talking about the SEO on how to set up and mark. But if you want me to make a video on that, I'll make the video by telling me in the comment section, because I don't want to add it to this video so it will be too long. Thank you so much. We have succeeded in generating or creating a complete website from beginning to the end. And like I said again, if you want me to create a website with Elementor, that's the normal real website, I will create it for you. And if you want me to talk about SEO and other things, plugins, I'll create it for you. Now, I think I remember something. Before we go, how do you identify that I'm designing this particular website, I need so plugins? For this website, I listed that about, I think, 10 plugins or 11 plugins. Now, how do you determine? Go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, I want to create a website for let's say an e-commerce website. Suggest me all the plugins I need in that website. So it will suggest you all the plugins and their names, and you now go to search for them and install them. That's just how to do it. Is that okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next class. Kindly help me subscribe to the channel and like this video.